Hey, hi, and hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. You guys saw the title, you guys saw the thumbnail, let's get right into it. Today's topic is very near and dear to my heart, warping. Now, for those of you who aren't like 15 and don't know what warping is, it's basically live action roleplay. Basically lying. In the sense that you're talking about something or you're trying to recreate something that hasn't happened to you. But in my humble opinion, warping is the best teacher there is in the world. Hear me out. This channel right now that you're watching is Warp. I am actively warping being a YouTuber. I have fucking 50 subscribers. But if I didn't warp being a YouTuber, I would never be able to become a YouTuber. If I never warped old Nintendo games, I wouldn't have spent 2 months of my life playing Mario Kart 64 until 2 a.m. In my eyes, being called a warper just means that you haven't gotten into the community enough and you haven't understood or learned enough about a certain subject to be able to be present in that community. Or you're speaking about an experience and trying to give advice or your take on something which you have no experience on. Now, I ain't no Einstein here, but the easiest way to solve this issue is to actually get the experience or get into that community. In my eyes, there's nothing wrong with it as long as you're not doing it to boost your ego or trying to look cool in front of people that honestly couldn't give a fuck. Like, you guys don't give a fuck. You're going to watch this video, you're going to probably watch like 5 more, and then you're going to move on with your day. So I have the incentive to be honest with you guys, to tell you what's actually going on in my brain. And getting back on the lying to look cool topic, that would just straight up never work. I know that probably the majority of people watching this video know this, but think about it. You've probably met somebody or had an old friend that used to lie a lot to boost themselves and to boost their ego. What happens more often than not with these types of people is the truth gets out, and there's nothing you can do about that. Eventually, someone is gonna know the truth, and somebody's gonna spread the truth because you obviously aren't fucking doing it. And this is something else warping teaches you. To not try and pretend like you have something that you aren't. I'm gonna give a personal example of this from many years ago. At my small town that my parents used to take me over the summer, I had this friend, let's call him Steven. And Steven was kind of a dickhead. He would always say that he had like 100,000 subs on YouTube. He was connected to like animation studios and whatnot. And that straight up just wasn't true, obviously. But like my 8-year-old brain thought it was. And it took me like a week or two to realize, holy shit, this guy had just been lying to me for 3 straight months. Now, yes, in this example, I was 8, right? We were kids. But the concept still stays. There are people to this day that I know that will straight up just lie to their friends to seem cooler. What do you gain from that? They're already your friend because they like you in one way, shape, or form. Warping or lying as something that you're not is not going to boost the friendship, it's eventually going to fucking ruin it. Another thing I would like to talk about is that taking inspiration from somebody or trying to become something else is not warping. Right, this channel is very heavily inspired by Paulie Walnuts. It's very obvious, right? Apart from me being a lot younger than him and from a different continent, the content format is pretty much the same. I try to be original in my own ways. I try to talk about topics that are original. And yes, of course, I do take inspiration from him. Talk a lot about the same topics he does in different ways where I share my experience and what I think. But that is not warping. That is just taking inspiration from somebody. It'd be a whole nother thing if I was like actively stealing his thumbnails, actively stealing his titles, and talking about the same shit that he talks about. But I don't do that. I want this channel to be my own original thing. As original as Call of Duty commentaries could be. Me striving for originality, as original as I could be, deters me from warping as something that I'm not. Being self-aware and knowing what you can produce and what type of content you can make based on the types of experiences you have is what I'm trying to do. I know my content isn't the best, and yes, my opinion is going into a void of other people's opinions that may be like mine, may not be like mine. At the end of the day, we're all human here. We have our different opinions and whatnot, but I'd say that most of us would like to watch videos that actually have some sort of substance to them and are not just complete swap. Would it be another perspective? Would it be a new editing style? Would the video just be funny? Point is, most of us enjoy not watching swap. And if you watch somebody that warps in their videos or doesn't give a shit about the topic they're talking about, it's very obvious. It's fucking blatantly obvious. But More with the video because I don't really have anything more to add and I don't want to waste your time. Warping can either be a good or a bad thing. In my eyes, it's good when you actually have genuine interest in the thing that you're warping, and maybe you just don't know enough about it, maybe you just haven't experienced it yet, but your goal is to eventually stop warping. And the bad type is where you just essentially lie to people for your own personal gain. Would it be to look cooler? Would it be to say that you have more experience than you actually do? Try and appear as somebody that you straight up just aren't. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, you can comment, like, and subscribe. If you didn't or you disagree with my opinion, you can dislike and tell me why you disagree with my opinion. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you again for watching. Thank you also to my growing niche community for the support they've been giving to me. It really means a lot. And until next time, bye bye. Hey everybody, last editor's note here. I was recently asked if I script my videos, and the answer is no. What you're listening to comes straight off the dome. Alright, bye for real now.